Hari Om. Let us now continue. When I face every situation with a mind that neither gets elated nor depressed, important, I will be objective. The attitude of Samachittatvam, the attitude of Samachittatvam is another example of reducing subjective response to factual acceptance. More often than not, we resist accepting facts. When we refuse to accept facts, facts become problems. When we refuse to accept facts, facts become problems. When we hear unpleasant or sad news, our first response usually is outright rejection of the facts or to delay acceptance. The following response, attributed to a great Stoic philosopher, upon hearing tragic news, illustrates reduction of facts to facts. The philosopher, who was waiting for the news of the safe arrival of a large sailing ship carrying his wife and children and all his wealth, answered a knock on his door and found a breathless messenger who announced, "Sir, the ship carrying your family and wealth has sunk." The Stoic philosopher asks, "What?" The messenger says, "The ship has sunk." The philosopher says, "So what?" "Sir, you have lost all your wealth," says the messenger. The philosopher asks, "What?" "Your fortune is gone," says the messenger. And the philosopher says, "So what?" "Sir, nothing was salvaged. You are penniless," said the messenger. "What?" asked the philosopher. "You are a pauper," said the messenger. So what? Asks the philosopher. Sir, no one survived. You have lost your wife and children, exclaimed the messenger. What? Asked the Stoic philosopher. You are a childless widower, sir, said the messenger. So what? Asked the Stoic philosopher. When the philosopher each time said, What? It was neither because he had not heard the words nor because he failed to understand the sentence. He had heard and he had understood. But he said, What? Because at first he refused to accept it. Since it was not acceptable, he said, What? Not to the messenger, really, but to himself. It was his initial refusal to accept the particular fact that each time made him first say, What? But being a philosopher, he did not hang on to non acceptance. The ship is sunk. So what? There is nothing I can do about it. I am a pauper. Well, so what? I am penniless. I made money and lost it. Now I'll work to make it again. My wife and children are gone. Grief and despair won't bring them back. They are gone. This is a sad fact. I assimilate the facts and do what is required of me under the circumstances. Spoke the Stoic philosopher to himself. There are pleasant facts and unpleasant facts. There are comfortable facts and uncomfortable facts, and all the time the facts keep changing. Now pleasant, now not so pleasant. Now comfortable, now uncomfortable. The weather is too hot. The weather is just right. The weather is too cold. I feel on top of the world. I have come down with the flu. Each day brings facts of all kinds. My job is to greet all facts with sameness of mind. I accept and enjoy the comfortable facts for what they are, the facts of the moment. Similarly, I accept without reaction. I accept without reaction the uncomfortable facts for what they are. I simply do whatever the situation calls for. If I can make an uncomfortable fact more comfortable, I do so. If I cannot, I accept and do whatever is required. The factual response is the approach to situations of a truly practical person. The factual response is the approach to situations of a truly practical person. One is most practical when one sees situations objectively. Like I said before, I feel like rereading every sentence that Poojya Swamiji presents over and over again. One is most practical when one sees situations objectively. This is real human strength. This is real human strength. Human strength is not found in powerful miracles, but in the quiet mind of the one who faces situations as they are. Such a one is a strong person. Such a one is a strong person. Human weakness is the inability to accept situations, to face facts. Human strength is the strength of reducing situations to simple facts. Human strength is the strength of reducing situations to simple facts. We will pick up the thread of this all important 15th value that Krishna lists out. Nityam cha Samachittatvam Ishtanishtopapattishu in the upcoming capsule and take the reading forward. Hari Om. Om Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat Sajjana Shantimapnuyad Shanto Muccheta Bandhebhyah Muktaschanyan Vimochayet Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.